Calvin Kattar makes his long-awaited return to the octagon on January 15th when he meets Giga Chikadze in the main event of UFC Fight Night. The time we're recording this, we do not have odds for the fight, so let's see how fighters are picking this one in the latest edition of MMA Pros Pick.
Giga has great footwork, so I could see him maybe, dancing, putting some slick moves and stuff. But that Kattar, I don't see him getting finished by him, So maybe Giga just wins on points or something, because he throws a lot more strikes overall. Because maybe Kattar just throws a little bit harder punches, but not as many. That's what I could see happening.
Ooh, man, that's a good one. That's really good. I remember whenever that one came out, I was super excited. I'm gonna take Giga Chikadze. He's really good, man. He's shown he's from the start of the UFC career to now, he's only gotten exponentially better. Calvin Kattar, he's a tough guy. He's a tough Boston, but man, sometimes toughness isn't just good enough, man. The skills pay the bills, man. I think Giga's gonna get that one.
Yeah, that's a good fight. When my boy Ricky Turcios fought on the Ultimate Fighter finale, Chikadze fought Edson Barbosa and finished him. Man, I'm a believer of that man. Calvin Kattar's good. But there's that Robbie Lawler, Rory McDonald effect. His last fight against Holloway, that did some damage. That was a lot. It was a lot of fighting. If he can recover from that, he's real sharp, got real boxing. But Giga's good, man. That I feel like that's a pick'em fight. I'm gonna root for Giga just because it's fun to see kind of anomalies, make hard waves in the division. I would like to see him fight top 5 guys. So I'm gonna go with Chikadze for that one.
And I'm going with Chiga with this one. I feel like he's the black horse of the weight class, and it's going to take somebody. Which another thing, I was basically with him on the fights in the last weekend too, especially with Jesse as well. So it was like a few of us UFC fighters on the weekend. So it was like, but yeah. So I'm definitely going with Giga with that one. I know Kattar, this is him making his debut at 45 and everything, but I think they placed him with one of those strikers that's very special, and he has like a really good coach that ends up helping him or that works with him on the little small details and things. So I feel like he's the one that's going to be favored in my eyes for this one.
Chikadze. Kattar's tough though. I enjoy watching him fight. That dude's super tough, but Chikadze's obviously shown he's really good on the feet, especially. So I'd say Chikadze.
Ooh, that's a barn burner. I'm gonna take Giga. Giga's on a hot streak, and Kattar's mainly boxing like Rob Font. Out of Tyson Charters. Yeah, I think he's a coach and manager, and but Giga's good everywhere. Everywhere on the feet. We haven't seen his ground game. But if Calvin comes out and puts him on his back, then I think he'll have the advantage there.
Calvin Kattar. I love Calvin Kattar. I love his style. I love his heart and his grit. I mean, gosh, that last fight, you know what I mean? I don't think you can count him out of anything. So I'm going to go with him.
I feel like it's going to be the same thing. Giga's going to try to stay on the outside. He has phenomenal kicks and everything. He's pretty powerful. Kattar's going to try to get inside and box him. And man, I'm going to go with Kattar on this one.
With that original flow, head kicks with the pros, picks of the fights or anything in the mix. Getting closer to the heart of the flame, bringing conversations with heavy hitting names. You feel the love of the game.